a nation's scientific enterprise under siege, an SOS from America's leading researchers. A chilling warning has been issued, a desperate plea echoing across the halls of American science. The nation's scientific infrastructure is crumbling. Members of the prestigious National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine, a collective of the nation's foremost scientific minds, have sounded the alarm, declaring a real danger facing American scientific inquiry. Their urgent message, a virtual SOS, transcends political divides, uniting researchers from all backgrounds in a shared concern for the future of scientific integrity. This isn't mere hyperbole. It's a stark reflection of a rapidly deteriorating situation. The very foundations of America's scientific prowess are being systematically dismantled, jeopardizing public health, environmental protection, and the nation's global leadership in scientific innovation. The recent actions of the administration paint a grim picture, one where truth and evidence-based decision-making are being replaced by ideology and misinformation. The scale of the assault is breathtaking. The Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, the very linchpin of public health in the United States, faces a proposed reduction of 20,000 jobs, a staggering 25% of its workforce. This isn't a mere trimming of budgets. It's a gutting of essential agencies that safeguard the American public. The impact is immediately felt by household names. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, and the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, two organizations vital to disease prevention and the safety of medications and food, are staring down substantial job losses. This decimation comes at a time when robust public health infrastructure is needed more than ever and jeopardizes the agency's ability to respond to emerging threats, like outbreaks of infectious diseases. The consequences of weakened surveillance and response capabilities could prove catastrophic. The architect of this dismantling, the current administration's health secretary, Robert F. Kennedy, Jr., a figure whose controversial views on vaccines and public health have gained notoriety. His actions, far from reflecting responsible governance, have instead fostered an atmosphere of distrust in science and scientific expertise. Kennedy's tenure has been marked by blatant attacks on established scientific consensus. His tepid endorsement of measles vaccinations amidst an ongoing outbreak exposes a reckless disregard for public health. His hostile stance towards the technology underpinning COVID-19 vaccines threatens advancements that have saved countless lives. Adding insult to injury, he canceled a nearly $600 million contract for crucial research into potential bird flu treatments, a decision that borders on criminal negligence. Further illustrating his contempt for scientific expertise, he canceled meetings of expert scientific advisors, silencing crucial voices and ignoring the value of independent, evidence-based counsel. The ramifications extend beyond vaccine policy. The administration's assault on environmental science is equally alarming. The Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, is facing the disbanding of its Office of Research and Development, resulting in the elimination of over 1,100 scientific positions. This effectively removes a critical arm of the agency's ability to conduct independent research and assess environmental risks, undermining environmental protection efforts nationwide. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, the agency responsible for crucial weather forecasting, including hurricane predictions, is not spared either. Facing potential workforce reductions of up to 20%, NOAA's ability to monitor and predict crucial weather events is significantly compromised, leaving the nation increasingly vulnerable to the impacts of extreme weather. The administration's actions have not gone unnoticed. Dr. Peter Marks, the FDA's top vaccine expert, resigned in protest, issuing a scathing condemnation of the administration's unprecedented assault on scientific truth. In his resignation letter, Dr. Marks directly accused the secretary of prioritizing subservient confirmation of his misinformation and lies over truth and transparency. This powerful statement underscores the depth of the crisis and the ethical implications of the administration's actions. The sheer scope of these cuts, coupled with the blatant disregard for scientific evidence and expertise, represents a profound threat to the American scientific enterprise. It is a betrayal of the public trust, jeopardizing the nation's health, safety, and its standing as a global leader in scientific innovation. This is not simply a matter of budget cuts. It's a concerted effort to undermine the very pillars of evidence-based policymaking. The scientists' SOS is not a mere alarm. It's a desperate plea for the preservation of American science and the future of the nation. The consequences of inaction are too dire to contemplate. The time for complacency is over. The time for action is now.